Welcome into the South Super Series Day 2. First game of the day, last game of the series for the Kansas City Stampede versus Austin Outlaws. That was a quick goal there for the Austin Outlaws by number 2, Casey Irwin. Oh shoot, I don't.
Let's go.
Number 7, Aaron Stout brings the ball up. Pass it over number 4, Senna. Looks like we have number 52, Justin DeWick in at beater, as well as number 51, Lauren Curry. It's number 2, Darian Merck Ellis. Big beat there by Cole Travis, forcing a turnover. Good beat behind the play by Eddie Molina to regain bludger control for the Outlaws. Quick subs here for the Outlaws. We have Sam Hamowitz in at keeper. Ball now with number 0, Luis Sanchez. Passes back to number 20, Casey Beavers. Passes up top to Sam Hamowitz, and that's a good goal there. 20-0 Outlaws. Along with Sam, Casey, Lewis, we have Josh Johnson in at chaser but playing at the hoops. Number 7, Aaron Stout brings the ball up. Also have number 2, Merca Ellis. Good beat there by Cole Travis. Forces a turnover. Josh Johnson looking the run there, but knows better. Was taught well not to run in on 2 bludgers. Wonder who taught him that. Sanchez loses the ball there for a second. Bunch of trades there by the beaters. No bludger situation here. Kansas City looking to transition. Aaron Stout wrapped up by Johnson, who big tackle forces a turnover. Number 3, Kaiser Polzen coming in for Cole Travis. He's playing with his beater partner, number 26, Mia Munoz. Exchange of beats there. Outlaws use a reset here. Smartly there.
The other team just testing you. Yeah. I was like, wait a second, there's not a thing for that.
Polzen with the beat on 51, Curry. Kansas City able to keep control. Missed beat though. Intercepted by number 2, Merca Ellis. Ellis drives left, shoots, just misses. Stout is able to hold the ball, and Johnson with another big tackle, forcing another turnover. Johnson, 2 big tackles, only using one arm too, not using that second arm. Merca Ellis with another interception. Forces that a potential turnover here. Exchange of beats down at the Outlaws hoops. Forces a turnover, bludger control turnover with a press, high press here by number 3, Polzen. Merca Ellis, twice now for Kansas City, has forced turnovers. Has a really big vert, clogging up passing lanes that usually are there. Now in the game for Mizzou is Ben Schuler, who has a big beat. Schuler from Mizzou has a really big arm. Missed beat there by Polzen. A bunch of missed beats there, but it is a turnover. Sanchez regaining the quaffle for the Outlaws. Looking the transition here. Drives past Ellis. Sanchez all the way in, top hoop. 30-0 Outlaws.
I thought he was 8, but no.
Number 11, Collins, bringing the ball up here. Looks like we have a new keeper in for the Stampede. Number 72, Dickey. Pass over number 55, Joshua Harmon. Casey Beavers with a big tackle and strip there. Johnson looking the transition. Takes it all the way, 40-0 Outlaws. Outlaws defense looking a lot more stout today. Dickey wrapped up for a second there by Irwin. Number 12, Katie Brandstetter has it, passes it back to Collins, who's beat by Pulsen. Another beat on Dickey, and another big beat by Pulsen. Forces another turnover for the Outlaws. Pulsen having a good shift here. The Outlaws do not have bludger control though. Pulsen and Costanza looking to regain control here. It's number 6, Davis Rowe, back behind the hoops, gets beat out, passes it off. Outlaws swinging the ball all the way around. That's Monroe coming in with the goal. 50-0 Outlaws. Outlaws were able to get bludger control off of that. Big beat, trade beat there by Pulsen. Pass to no one by number 12, Brandstetter. That's another turnover by the Stampede. Outlaws looking to run here. There is no there was a bludger in there. Monroe to row for the score. 60-0 Outlaws. Pass back to number 25, Matt Drummond. Irwin with a contest there. Good contest by Irwin there. Forces a turnover for the Outlaws, looking to run again. Oh, almost identical play there by the Outlaws, but Ben Schuler able to sniff it out. Gets the beat on Rowe. That goal is no good. But good steal by Rowe there. Quick transition. Quick goal for the Outlaws. Number 18, Eddie Molina in the game now for the Outlaws. Looks like Stampede also have some new beaters coming in. Number 51, Curry is back in, along with number 16, Vincent Reyes. Drive in by number 42, the Stampede. Passed it back to a chaser, but the ball slipped out for a second. Turnover for the Outlaws, who are looking to transition. This is Josh Andrews, flanked by Garza and McBride. Andrews driving in. Pass over to McBride for the quick score. It was a good job by Andrews there to draw all the attention of the defense. It's a big man running down the field. Gave McBride some space there for an easy goal. It's number 45, Andrew Axtell in the game. Quick catch by Eddie Molina. He actually beat the Quaffle player. I didn't see that. As a quick transition, Garza with the pump fake and score. New beater in for the Outlaws, Jackson Johnson. Number 42, pass it over to number 46, Lauren Levin, who dodges a beat, but drops the ball. Quick transition again here for the Outlaws. That's Sammy Garza. Got 100-0 Outlaws.
Hey, Matt, whenever you want one.
Makoa Pearson bringing the ball up. Big beat by Jackson Johnson on Mercick Ellis. That's 32's Nick Zoner. Pass it off to 15 Garza. Jukes the defender there. Oh, ooh, quick beat there by Vincent Reyes there, but looks like Garza was able to get the ball out before the beat. Mercick Ellis bringing the ball up now for Stampede. Pass it off to 42 Perisay. Looks like Stampede potentially have bludger control here. Missed beat there by Hallie Pace. Big shot there by Mercick Ellis on the medium, who gets Kansas Stampede's first goal of the game. And another quick transition by Garza. He's just been eating up these transitions. 120-10 Outlaws. A lot of havoc in the beating game there. There was a beat there. Jackson Johnson on the subbing beater of the Stampede. A little bit of confusion whether he's not beat or not. Jackson did indeed make the beat. Outlaws with bludger control. It's number 32, Billy Quach with the ball. Missed beat there by Pace. Quach drives in, misses a shot, blocked by Axtell. Outlaws again looking to transition here. No bludger situation for Axtell, who drives right in and scores for the Outlaws. Outlaws keep seeming to lose control, bludger control, but quickly regain it, forcing these quick transitions. Outlaws, I don't think, have had to set up a half-court offense in a while. Missed tap beat there by McClanahan. Jackson Johnson beats out him. Big tackle in there, forces a turnover. Axtell, who's wrapped up there. Can't see the number of the player who did it, but a Stampede player. Big wrap, looking to get the ball out. Pass it over to Samham, who's able to get the score. 140-10 Outlaws. I think on that tackle for Stampede, that was number 88, Aaron Grant. McClanahan able to dodge some beats there, beat out both Outlaws beaters. Doesn't appear that he has control though. Quick goal there by the Stampede by number 88, Aaron Grant, but number 77, Amowitz able to transition again really quickly and quick goal. 150-20 Outlaws. ball up for Stampede here. Number 52, Justin DeWick in at beater again for Stampede. Taps out Sanchez. Pass back behind to 88, Aaron Grant, who's beat out quickly by Hallie Pace. Looking to transition here are the Outlaws. Jackson Johnson making some big beats. Should be a no bludger situation. Almost stripped there is Sanchez. Sanchez drives all the way in and gets another score there for the Outlaws. Johnson's beat out by DeWick. Bludgeon control able to remain with the Outlaws as Pace covers one of the extra balls. And Jackson Johnson beats out DeWick there, forcing a potential no bludger situation. Johnson's able to drive through. Potential call here. There's no call here, nothing against the Outlaws. That goal should stand. It should be 170-20 Outlaws. There's no call on that play, but there is a timeout here called by the Outlaws.
If I call immunity.
Oh, well, as we restart play here, sorry for my laughter. There was a big explanation by head ref Miles Travis that the first whistle is for the good goal and to not move, and a lot of players did move. As we do restart here, though, number 11 Collins with the ball driving in. Jackson Johnson very far out of position, misses a beat. Beat there by Pace right on to number 32 of Stampede. Outlaws looking like they're still able to keep control here. Setting it up. Number 77 Hamlets with the ball over to Johnson. Making his first appearance in this series. Big catch there by DeWick, who looks like they're able to keep control, but he was pulled very far out of the play. Johnson was able to drive in and score. Number 7, Aaron Stout takes a big shot, blocked by Johnson. Big beat there. Forces a turnover. Johnson looking to transition. Cuts in. Ball looks like it popped out there. Hamwitz, missed shot. Have a stoppage at play. Looks like there's a stoppage at play for a potential call there. Ended up being a no call. It's a missed shot by the Outlaws.
Yep.
Cole Travis there beat out, looking like he's going to lose bludger control here for the Outlaws. Pass it over to number 3, Curry, who's immediately tackled by Johnson. Turnover forced. A lot of chaos happening. Johnson able to regain the quaffle and all that. A lot of chaos. Number 26, Munoz dodges a beat, keeping control for the Outlaws. Beat out there, number 8, or Travis making the beat there on number 9, Sydney Boger. Outlaws, big shift change here. Looks like they have number 15 Garza in at keeper, flanked by number 6 Rowe, 2 Irwin, and number 9 Tao, who's entering the game for the first time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Score there by Irwin just before the 20-minute call. This will be the last possession of Secret Floor. Stout bringing up the ball for the Stampede. Teams really like to work this left side. Soldados were working the left side a lot yesterday against the Outlaws, along with Stampede here today. Number 11 passed it off to 3 Curry. Clean up by number 8 there. Travis forces that turnover, and we are at halftime. Looks like we have starting seekers here. Number 88 Grant for Stampede and number 17 Salinas for the Outlaws. Set score is 250. Big contest there by Irwin on number 11 on the quaffle. Number 17 Salinas beat out really quickly there. Drive in though by the Stampede for a quick goal. Couldn't see the number. I think that was number 11 for the Stampede on that goal. Salinas getting some time with the snitch. Garza bringing the ball up. Missed shot by the Outlaws. Going to be a quick turnover. We have Monroe and Molina in for the Outlaws that beat her against Schuler and McClanahan for the Stampede. Bludger control remaining with the Outlaws at the moment. Salinas getting more time with the snitch. A quick pull there by Salinas. Salinas acting as if this is going to be a good pull. The pull is good by Salinas. Outlaws now 2 goals away from ending this game. Quick goal there by Aaron Stout. 2:35:40. Outlaws still ahead. Outlaws making some subs here. Garza passing it back and forth with Andrews, who passes it down the 45. Axtell drives in, drawing a lot of almost the entire Kansas City quaffle defense and still able to shoot in and get the goal good there for the Outlaws. Outlaws now just 1 goal away from ending this game. Stout bringing the ball up here for Stampede. Outlaws do have bludger control as well. Big beat by Molina on the quaffle carrier. McClanahan saving a transition goal there, keeping this game alive. Collins driving in. Outlaws able to keep control. Missed beat by Molina there, but he's still able to have control if he gets back into this game quickly. Missed beat again by Molina. Looks like that's another good goal there by Aaron Stout. We have a stoppage of play for a potential call here. Aaron Stout, I believe, has 3 of the Stampede's 5 goals. Number 2, Mercick Ellis has been relatively quiet this game. We have a blue card being called on number 15 of the Outlaws, Sammy Garza, for an illegal swat, but because there was a goal scored, he won't serve any time. Outlaws looking to end the game right here with control. Garza to Axtell here. Axtell driving in. Looks like Axtell's going for it here. He's tackled down by Stout, who's able to force a nice potential turnover, but number 9, Caroline Tao, picking up the loose Loose quaffle ending the game there for the Outlaws. Yeah. With that, it would be a 3-0 series win for the Outlaws. Yeah.
That's my favorite memory too.
That's a great memory.
That's my favorite memory too.
And hello everyone and welcome back to the MLQ Facebook channel, the MLQ YouTube channel. We've got San Antonio Soldados and Kansas City Stampede getting set to get underway here. Brooms up just seconds away. Here from Round Rock, Texas, the sports capital of the world, our cameraman Raj is having some trouble.
Drunk cameraman Raj.
But now he's all
He's
good.
very professional.
So welcome into our second game here. Kansas City coming off a loss. San Antonio fresh, their first game of the day. And
Who's in the booth?
I don't know, Lewis, but San Antonio's got another one as they'll match up with Austin Outlaws right after this. The rubber match between the two after splitting yesterday.
Yeah, that game got pushed to the national game. It's the, what would we call that? When the game gets pushed to prime time. That's a prime time game.
The prime time
They
game.
were initially slotted to play Austin back to back, but they wanted to give Kansas City time to travel back. So they switched the schedule.
Yep.
Well, that's a false
And
start
so
from
brings
Ryan
up, we
Rocky.
might have a false start. We're going to have to reset here. Sammy Garza alongside my partner
It's
Luis
it's
Sanchez.
the ref's fault for sure that he jumped off false start. It's for sure the ref's fault.
So Ryan Araki's going to serve some time in the box here. Blue card.
Oh, stop it. You're good.
A blue card shown to him, and we'll redo Brooms up here.
Kansas City's looking to start their last game of this Super Series up one beater. Let's see if they can convert this, try to get a quick goal.
Nailed it. Solutions.
So we'll redo Brooms up. And we are underway. Another violation looks like, but it's just a back to hoops. San Antonio is going to get waffle control. It's in the hands of Miguel
So you're
Esparza.
watching for 1 minute 2 seconds for him.
And in the beater game, Kansas City will have control.
Kylie McBride is chasing right now.
And
What?
Kylie McBride making her debut at Chaser this season. First
Is it accurate?
time
Yeah, it's accurate. I think.
this
No,
season.
it's off. It's a little off.
And San Antonio controls quaffle possession here, working it back and
No, no,
forth.
no.
Down into the well it goes, and now behind hoops. Kylie McBride makes her first touch. She's looking to shoot, no, and swings it back. And around the horn they go.
We're watching.
I just called it out.
We've got music playing through the speakers at the stadium.
5, 4, 3.
Our studio engineer Simone doing an excellent job with the sound effects here in the stadium, excuse me, and a reset used by San Antonio. So early beater pressure from Kansas City, and they're able to force a reset.
All the while, Naraki is able to spend his 1 minute in the box, and now he resumes pitch play with Taylor Tracy as his partner.
So San Antonio taking their time here on offense. As the ball is swung behind, Kylie McBride back to Miguel Esparza, toes that left side boundary here, and now back up top to Jace Stewart. And a shot looks like it's blocked. Kylie able to retain control of the quaffle, and now Miguel Esparza
Kylie
once
McBride
again tiptoeing.
Kylie McBride doing her best Aaron McBride impression right now.
You call me?
Aaron McBride, chaser
Okay, perfect.
for Texas Cavalry, and here in MLQ, the Austin Outlaws. Beater pressure on by Kansas City, and Miguel's going to have a free run on hoops. Was he beat before? It's going to be no good, and a good defensive possession there by Kansas City to open up the game.
Billy Quash just playing remarkable defense as the keeper for Kansas City.
And here comes Darian Mersick Ellis back the other way, quickly fires a left-handed strike on that lower hoop.
He wastes no time getting his name on that stat sheet.
And Kansas City has an early lead, Lewis. 10-0. Couple of subs here. McBride checks out. Amber Bonham checks in.
I'm a little confused as to why they even started Kylie when they had Amber on the sideline, but to each their own.
That's why we're not making those coaching decisions,
Yeah,
Lewis.
you're right.
And so a no-bludger opportunity here for San Antonio. It's swung back up top to Miguel. He's going to go all the way around the hoops and scores on the backside of that small hoop and evens it up at 10 apiece.
To start off this game, we're coming back to this recurring theme of run DME and Miguel Esparza just going back and forth with the goals. Run DME.
Run DME.
If you don't know, now you know.
So Billy Quach brings it up for Kansas City. A misbeat there, a shot top hoop, it's no good, and a turnover. San Antonio will take over on quaffle possession. Bailey Fields checking in here for San Antonio.
I'm not sure if the stream can pick it up, but we've got some NBA quality audio going on in the stadium speakers right now.
Now he's just having fun. Oh, they're
Oh, this is
Long pass
amazing.
there and a wrap.
Bailey Fields helps Tim, beats out the chaser.
Yep. Good help there by the beater. A long pass behind the hoops, and it's going to go out of bounds. And a turnover. It goes back to Kansas City now. And Kansas City with an opportunity to take the lead again.
Can you tell Simone to stop playing music? Yes. They're not about it.
Why?
I don't know. That is a request.
And San Antonio has decided to kill all the vibes here as they have requested to stop playing music for some reason. And, you know, maybe it's they've gotten off to this slow start. It is 10-10. And they are not feeling the music here as a missed shot by Kansas City. This one could be a turnover. Miguel Esparza going to grab that quaffle, and San Antonio going to take possession of the Bludgers.
I literally just said him like we're having fun with the signs, and then I said JK, San Antonio hates them.
Hey, that's a party foul.
That is, yeah. I told him. I don't know. I messaged him.
I think it's great.
I think it's fine. It's not like they can't hear each other. It's not that loud.
Miguel swings back behind to Craig Garrison, who's recently checked in that far corner. Garrison dishes, and a quick beat there by Kansas City. Spacing not quite on point there from San Antonio, and an easy beat for Kansas City.
That's great one bludger defense.
They'll take over on the quaffle here.
I don't even know these. I know those. Yeah.
So now quaffle behind for Kansas City. Shot is going to be blocked by Miguel Esparza, recovered by Miguel Esparza in his keeper zone, and he'll walk it up. So beater substitution here. Daniel Williams checks in for Ryan Naraki. And Daniel Williams, he had a fantastic day yesterday. Controlled the pitch. He got a pull as well as a seeker. A versatile player. Miguel on a drive. Miguel scores top hoop. And Esparza gives San Antonio the lead. A couple of missed beats there. And Kansas City walking it up now on offense.
Justin Dewick's going to look to have an interaction here with Daniel Williams at mid-pitch.
So contact there, but ball is out. Swung to Darian Mercick-Ellis here in the well right side. Bailey Fields working to beat out some chasers here for Kansas City, and now the pressure comes from San Antonio in the beater game. And that's going to be a misbeat there, and second one connects as Daniel Williams beats him out. And the quaffle will be turned over back to San Antonio.
I don't think our cameraman was following that quaffle well enough behind the hoops.
As it looks like he's on Twitter. Puts away his phone now.
One more game Raj, they call him. Another errant throw by Justin, and that's going to just give
Miguel all
the
the way
green light.
in.
You cannot give Miguel a no bludger situation and expect him not to score.
Yeah, he's so quick, so elusive, and he just never seems to get tired. Plays big minutes for San Antonio and is always going full speed. So San Antonio extends their lead, a 2-goal lead now for San Antonio.
Something that you don't really see often. Daniel Williams was pressuring Justin and forced him out of bounds, which is a
Mercick-Ellis on a drive. You know he's looking to shoot, unable to finish that one, and he's going to be down. This might be a stoppage. We'll see. As it looked like Darian Mercick-Ellis looking to jump over top of Craig Garrison, contact made, and now we'll have a stoppage. quickly to his feet
In true athlete fashion, walks himself
is
off the
Darian
field.
Mercigelis, and walking over to his sideline now under his own power.
That's one thing about leaving your feet is if you get hit, it's kind of hard to land on those same 2 feet.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to need a second here to regain a little bit.
No thanks.
Jumped over. So,
Well, good news to see him walk off on his own power.
yeah, talking to our trainer on the sidelines, looks like he's going to be okay.
You're good, you're good.
And we will resume play here now, and fast and furious we go. Miguel Esparza dodges one and scores on that far right hoop. Miguel Esparza, and it seems like almost all, we'll check in with our statistician shortly, but looks like Miguel Esparza doing a big chunk of work share here on offense.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. with their
Confirmed by our
statistician.
statistician.
They call her Katie Stat Stewart.
So now Cole Collins controls Quaffle up top. Swings left side. Beater interaction goes down. Pass behind the hoops. A shot top hoop. It's no good, but Kansas City able to get to it. Daniel Williams beats him out, and now possibly a transition opportunity for San Antonio. We'll see if they decide to slow it down. They do. And now Quaffle in the hands of Austin Vallejo. Beaters coming in for San Antonio, lagging behind the play just a second, and now able to perhaps force an opportunity. A missed shot there, it's called no good. And Vallejo will quickly sub out after that errant shot. So score remains 40-10 here, approaching 10 minutes.
It's a slow game, slow pace, a lot of low scoring from both teams, with the exception of Miguel.
And I
If
think
he was a third team in itself, he'd be winning this game. But what else do you expect from the league leader in Quaffle goals? Yeah. I want to get his head big, make it slow him down a little
pass
bit.
up top. 42. Koa Parissa on a drive, and it's going to be a Quaffle turnover. Ball now in the hands of keeper Nick Ed.
Someone said unfortunate.
And San Antonio holding on to bludger control as well. Kylie McBride checking in.
As beater this time, just want to clarify.
After a short stint at chaser earlier in the game, she's back to her natural position as beater. And looks like maybe some back contact. We'll see if it's called. Doesn't look like it. Daniel Williams able to beat out the opposing beater anyways. And now the interaction goes down. Daniel with a throw and an easy goal for San Antonio. Extends their lead 50-10.
That was just great work right there by Daniel Williams. Not only clearing out chasers, but beaters as well.
That corner one is not held down.
So if you're Kansas City, Lewis, you're still in this thing here, trailing by 4 scores. But you know, this is the point in the game where you can't let San Antonio cash in on multiple transition opportunities. And as I say that, they force a turnover and back down the pitch they go.
Connor's behind the hoops. We've seen a lot of alley-oops come from Connor McIntyre.
Yep. And they're going to throw it back there. Connor mishandles for a second.
And that's the
and
caster's
eventually
curse
gets
for
beat
you
out.
right there.
That's right on cue. Connor McIntyre unable to haul in the pass, and he's beat out as he fumbles with the Quaffle.
It's like 4 or 5 seconds off.
Keeper Ryan Dickey controls Quaffle up top, guarded closely by Tim Nguyen. Swung back behind the hoops, a tackle, and it's a deflection by Connor McIntyre.
And a
And
no
San
bludger situation
Antonio
going the other way.
finds themselves in another no bludger situation. McIntyre on the break. McIntyre spins out of one, pass over the top. Tim with a pump fake, Tim with a dunk, and Tim Nguyen on the scoreboard here for San Antonio as they push their lead out to 5 scores.
Is he a coach?
Craig?
No. Ethan.
Ethan? No, he shouldn't be there. Huh?
Darian Mercigelis back in the game. Good to see him back in action after a fall just minutes ago, but he looks fresh, he looks good, and he's back in action.
Will you write anything down?
Jukes, left side, and a shot top hoop. It's going to be blocked by Miguel Esparza. You got to think the scouting report is out on Darian Mersick-Ellis. Loves to rip those shots top hoop, and that time San Antonio was ready for it.
Have we seen Aaron Stout in this game?
Aaron Stout yet to play so far. Looks like he's ready to check in there on the sidelines. He's got his cleats laced up, he's got his headband on, and perhaps the next keeper sub for Kansas City. Garrison behind, finds Amber Bonham. It looks like that shot was no good, and eventually recovered by Kansas City's Ryan Dickey. I don't know if the refs caught it, but Mersick-Ellis came off broom for just a few seconds. Back on broom, no harm, no foul, and we resume play.
Hurdle.
Ellis behind. Kylie McBride throws a couple pump fakes. It's going to be blocked. He comes off broom again, and it's going to be called no good.
Whoa, whoa!
And we'll see what the call is. Looks like Quaffle's going back over to San Antonio.
Ref awarded that Quaffle to San Antonio.
And a tackle beat out
Kansas
by
City
Kylie
should have had the
McBride.
opportunity to be able to pick up that loose Quaffle and have a go with it. Seems very odd to me. But no one bats an eye. And Miguel Esparza advances the Quaffle.
And nevertheless, San Antonio now with both Quaffle and bludger control. Swings behind the hoops. It's John Alvarez. Alvarez probing behind.
Kansas City's really condensed at their hoops. They've got about 6 bodies between John and the hoops.
And we'll see if the official, he indicates a reset is used there. Craig Garrison hauls it in, and Kylie McBride going to work on the offensive side. She's going to throw one back to hoops, and San Antonio's going to be able to retain beater control, but a throwaway there by Miguel Esparza.
Oh, great sideline comms from the Wolf there.
And Aaron Stout calling for the sub. This might be an opportunity here for Kansas City to crawl their way back into the game. He checks in.
It's very important for Kansas City to look to minimize this differential with the 5 minutes before snitch on pitch play.
Yeah, this is a crucial next few minutes here. Keep it close, and then with the snitch pull, anything's possible. And let's see if Kansas City can cash in on the offensive side of the ball. Drive here, and a tackle, but he came off broom. Not sure. We're going to keep the turnover here. Miguel Esparza quickly back the other way.
I'm no rules team member, but I feel like if you tackle and come off broom, it should.
Yeah. So hand up, and we're going to stop play after the goal. We'll check in with our official in just a moment, but it appears for the time being this goal is going to be good. Play allowed to resume on that San Antonio offensive possession.
Well, they're just asking you.
As the clock stopped here around 15 minutes.
15:07.
So it's going to be a no call here. Refs come together, talk about it, decide nothing to call, and the goal will stand. Is that with the goal? So now with that goal, it's 70-10. San Antonio extending their lead to 6 scores as we approach 20 minutes.
San Antonio starting to warm up a little bit, open up play, and just get back to the style that they're looking to have on this pitch.
Fast. I've never known.
And you can see here by the position of San Antonio's beaters, they're controlling lots of space. Chris De La Fuente and Kylie McBride. We'll see if an interaction happens here. Ball swung behind the hoops and now back up top. Perhaps a scoring opportunity. Pump fake. Miguel maybe hand on the ball. It's hard to tell from this angle, and eventually going to be beat out. Kylie McBride on the play. And San Antonio going to slow things down for a second as their beaters look to sub. Chris De La Fuente comes out. Ryan Naraki comes in. So San Antonio working the ball around up top. Patient as ever here, looking for a good opportunity.
Nick, Ed, and Miguel playing a little bit of catch.
Mm-hmm. A throw finally comes in, and a turnover. Good timing on the throw there. And number 5, Ben Schluter. So San Antonio unable to convert there. And Kansas City, another opportunity here. Let's see if they can convert on one of these offensive possessions. So conversation between the officials and coaching staff here of San Antonio, and another beater play. Looks like this could end up being a fast break. Ball's on the ground.
Series
we'll see
of
who
beats.
comes away with it.
Senna's beat. That's a late pass to Darren, but Kylie's there just cleaning up regardless.
And this could be a fast break opportunity now.
Oh, nice
Blocked by
game.
Aaron Stout. Miguel Esparza able to retain possession, and he's going to wait for his chasers to come in.
And another crazy sub. Taylor Tracy has a white headband.
Oh, throwback.
Usually sports the black headband. Going back to his UTSA days.
What is happening?
On the far side of the pitch, there was a swat off pitch. That's what the stoppage will be for.
So play will stop for a second. We'll get the call in just a second, but you heard Lewis. It looks like this is going to be a illegal swat there on Kansas City, and Darian Mercikelis is going to serve some time in the box here for that blue card.
That might be a frustration penalty right there.
There, it's right up there. 17:52.
So San Antonio
Game
now
time,
with
18
the
minutes.
numbers advantage in the Quaffle game.
Good strip by number 15 on Bailey Fields, or 51, but she's beat.
Yep. Bailey still working, trying to help his ball carrier out, or her ball carrier out, but looks like Miguel able to come free eventually, and a shot and a score by Amber Bonham. We're going to stop play here. Looks like
that's going to be a playthrough beat on number 9 from Kansas City. Unfortunately, San Antonio scored, so how does this work? Will
so
Darian be
Darian's going to come back
released
in on
and
the
she will
goal,
spend a
and then
minute?
she's going to have.
Number 9, unintentionally interacting with play after beat.
So it looks like we're going to swap out players here in the box.
Just play after we.
And a timeout on the pitch here. San Antonio choosing to take theirs with about 18:20 to play. Approaching our snitch on pitch time. And
And then you pause.
Lewis, we've got a minute here. If you're San Antonio, comfortable lead so far. But a snitch grab brings Kansas City back in range, so just as important as ever here.
I don't think it matters at this point. If Kansas City pulls, they still have a long way
Lewis,
to go.
I don't know. It's anybody's ball game here. And we want to make sure both teams are staying competitive, staying focused, staying in the game. And a snitch grab could change it. We'll see if Kansas City is able to get some time on snitch.
Based on the Kansas City body language of their huddle, it doesn't seem like they're very in tune and have a strategic plan for this snitch on pitch play, but I want to take the time nonetheless to applaud them. They had a great showing at this tournament. I know it's a far drive or flight from Kansas City. They seem to have their full roster. They started their season off strong with a 3-0 start against League City, and there's nothing to hang their head on this one. I mean, they came to a Super Series against two of the best teams in the country and have played pretty close games, so they can look to finish their season against New Orleans. I don't know if it's next week or the week after, but next week, I'm being told by our sideline reporter. So
Yeah, and if you're
put this one behind them and kind of finish strong next week.
That's right. If you're Kansas City, finishing the season strong is your first priority here, and perhaps going to nationals with something to prove. If you're one of those teams that has to face them early in the tournament, this is a team with a lot of new faces, a lot of new energy, and a team that showed out with a very packed roster, lots of depth for them.
And a human highlight reel that you don't want to see.
And a human highlight reel who will rip it at any moment. But we'll see here. Game's not over yet. Aaron Stout brings it up for Kansas City.
She's serving penalty time at 20.
And some technical issues here in the booth. We'll get that clock fixed here in just a second as we approach 20 minutes. Ball swung behind. It's Darian Mercikelis with a
We had a
dunk.
broken hoop.
And that looks like a broken hoop. We're going to have to stop play again as the dunk there.
New coupling. That human highlight reel just dunked all over Miguel Esparza. Broke the hoop in the process.
Juan has them.
And good sportsmanship between the two of them.
Juan,
They
coupling.
game recognized game, as some would say.
It's interesting. Kansas City seems to have found something that works. If you send Darian down low and keep him unmarked, you get him to the ball with a quick swing, and he's got a full head of steam from behind the hoops. He's looking to rip, or in that case, dunk. And that seems to have been working for them.
Yeah, and it really puts the defense in a bind. You know, if you leave a hoop open, he's liable to take a shot. If you step out to him, he's liable to make a move and
Still go get them though.
get around you for an easy dunk. But
Juan should go get the coupling.
He's the sole scorer of Kansas City for this game.
Way to go.
that's right, 2 goals.
Oh my God, I saw one once a player stepped in it afterwards. It was only in the cleat, didn't break skin, but almost did.
So every goal you can get here is important for Kansas City, trying to keep that deficit as low as possible, as it's going to be Miguel Esparza quickly back the other way with a score.
Your release 9.
And like we said earlier, just doesn't get tired.
Yeah, go,
of it.
go.
Go. Off broom, but go. What was it?
And he's going to sub out here for Connor McIntyre, who's going to get some reps at keeper. Aaron Stout looking to perhaps take a shot, and he does. It looked good from the booth, but no call
Goal
on
ref
the
says no
field.
good.
And yep, it's going to be a missed opportunity there from Kansas City, quickly looking to answer. So 90-20 remains our score. And some beater.
Oh, what a block!
Great block there.
19-30.
And beater pressure
And a
here
beat.
from San
And
Antonio.
a dodge.
A missed throw by Bailey Fields, and San Antonio's going to have none for a while.
Christian.
Good chaser pressure there, and the ball is out.
19-40.
A missed. It looks like she is going to be beat, in fact, and it's going to be Kansas City quaffle as San Antonio looks to get their bludgers back on defense.
Great defense there by Darian. Oh, and a wolf by Bailey, and just with that wolf, she's able to retain bludger control. That's a huge play for her.
That's what held last time. He was off.
And we hit the 20-minute mark, so that means a goal here or a change of possession will take us to the
Snitch on pitch.
snitch on pitch. I'm not going to say halftime because that's not half.
Yeah, it's been referred to as halftime from time to time, but clearly it doesn't mark half of the game. And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage here. Could be a late throw. See the reaction there from Austin Vallejo. Certainly not
No, it
happy
should
about the
turn over back
stoppage.
there.
Perhaps looking to get a free goal on the offensive side. And we will stop for a 20-minute mark here. Snitch on pitch
80-10.
on the other side of the break.
90-10. What was the last one?
And our score going into Snitch on pitch is 90-20, San Antonio by 7.
It should be 20 as well. Darian.
So teams will talk it over, strategize a bit,
No, that wasn't, but he scored a while back.
and come
When he dunked it, he
back, come
dunked
back
it.
for our final few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on camera.
That was.
Oh, and we're on camera here in the booth. Thank you
Oh.
so much for joining us here on the MLQ Facebook
We got a shady
page.
booth in here.
I'm not sure how well you can see our faces, but inside the commentating booth, thank you so much for joining us, Luis Sanchez, Sammy Garza, and Luis. We're in to our snitch on pitch time here. San Antonio with a big lead, but snitch grab brings things closer. If Kansas City can maybe get it rolling, we saw them with a couple of goals there towards the end of the period. Perhaps they can crawl their way back in this one.
We saw them with a couple of goals in the whole game. To speak factly, I don't know if they have the firepower in them still to kind of bring this one back. We'll see what they look to do.
It's certainly been a long weekend for for Kansas City, and they've got lots of them a long drive ahead of them. Their last game here of the South Super Series. But looking to finish this one strong. We're looking set to get underway. Thanks for joining us here in the booth, and back to the field we go.
This is a great opportunity for Kansas City to get some snitch on pitch reps that you can't really replicate in practice.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially since they play next week. So
Definitely,
I don't think they might not practice unless they practice midweek. So
right, and so we mentioned they may not win this game, but certainly good reps here against a really good San Antonio team.
Yep.
As they get set to face New Orleans as their next matchup.
and that
And
can come
perhaps-
down to being a battle to earn a bid to nationals.
That's
if
right.
If New Orleans sweeps, they would go, and if Kansas City wins one game, they would go.
Yeah, and perhaps build on that week to have some momentum going into nationals and be a team that can make some noise. We've seen that before where teams get some good reps towards the end of the regular season. They come in hot. They come in with some momentum, and
This is not a number 4 seed that I would want to walk into at
right,
nationals.
exactly. So
number 4 seed in their division.
in their
respectively.
division, right? And so, you know, the way it works out in the bracket, they may end up playing one of the higher seeds from a different region, but nonetheless,
Not to be slept on.
not to be slept on. A team that can certainly make some noise, made up of Mizzou, Creighton, lots of ex-college players on this
Kansas.
team. Kansas, I believe a couple Boom Train players as well on this team. So
Who has
lots of talent for sure.
As well.
And I'm assuming we'll get back underway here in just a few seconds for Snitch on Pitch. I don't see either. Looks like Jay Stewart's got the yellow headband on for San Antonio. I don't see a representative from Kansas City, but it's going to be number 80. Oh, yeah, I see him now. 88 for Kansas City.
Lucas Callan, our snitch,
And,
coming
yeah,
all the way out to Austin. I'm not sure what his living situation is, but he used to go to Texas Tech, and that's quite a bit away.
So
Still
88,
does go to
Aaron
Texas
Grant
Tech, I'm
will
being
do the
told.
seeking for, at least initially, will do the seeking for Kansas City.
Connor McIntyre looking to go. Now he won't have beater help as they'll focus on subbing and getting into the snitch play.
So Seekers released. Our set score is 140. San Antonio with 80. And a pass over top. It's going to be a turnover.
Sammy, the over-under for Jay Stewart's pool is 60 seconds. What are you taking?
I'm taking the under. He's been active. Dodges a beat there.
Senna
And,
with a great shot.
and he's had some very early pulls so far this weekend. And perhaps, oh no, it comes off. And a little bit of the undercarriage from the snitch shown there. So Kansas City able to get a quaffle point on one end, and now they need to play solid defense and perhaps get a grab here. So ball swung by Connor McIntyre out to Craig Garrison. Jay Stewart's got some time on snitch here.
He makes a dive at it. No good. He's got all the time in the world.
Yeah, Kylie McBride. And it looks like a pull there. We'll see if it's good.
What are Lewis's top 5 arm workouts?
It's got to be the bicep curl, the hammer curl. The well, Lewis, you can go into that one. And the
No
catch
good
is no
catch.
good, so Jay Stewart's gonna have to do it again as we reset here.
Aaron, gotta see. I'm gonna choose to keep those secrets to myself. Okay, I can't give any of the competition an edge on me.
Great questions from our chat. So
Darian
Mercick
looking to
Ellis
goal.
back the other way, and he's going to score.
And
So
that's-
now 2 quick quaffle points here, and they've scored 2 in the first 20 minutes. They scored
Unanswered.
2 in the first 2 minutes of this snitch on pitch
Yeah,
time.
they're making me choke on my words.
And Lewis, who basically pronounced this game over at snitch on pitch, with a snitch grab here from Kansas City, they're right back in this thing. So Austin being patient.
Oh, what a great beat by number.
Yeah, great beat there. And
Justin
here comes
DeWitt
the beater pressure
by
now
number
from
Justin DeWitt.
Kansas City, long throw, and Kansas City getting some good time on snitch now.
Kansas City's beaters are doing a great job of keeping Jay off, and I think you've lost the 60-second under.
Unable to get that one, and it looks like San Antonio is still on offense here. Good beat there by number 43, Kansas City. Chris De La Fuente unable to see it at first, and Kylie McBride's going to have to make the long run across the field to get back in this play.
Jay Stewart has subbed out for John Alvarez. Justin Dewick again causing havoc, but doing it coolly with his shades on.
Connor McIntyre swings to Vallejo. Back to McIntyre now. Oh, that might have been a charge there by Darian on the off-ball chaser for San Antonio. No call on the play.
Oh, and we
have
got
a grab.
we have a Kansas City pool.
And Kansas City, just moments ago, trailing by 7, they have now brought this back to a 1-score game.
That's Ryan Dickey with the snitch grab.
And just as we were saying here in the commentary booth, Lewis, a couple of goals on the offensive end, a couple of stops on the defensive end. You get a pull, and the catch is good for Kansas City, and we've got ourselves a 1-score ball game.
What
Lewis.
do I know, huh? What do I know? I'm so happy for Kansas City. They needed
They've
it, and they are revitalized. I don't know if
They've
that's the word,
continued to
but
fight, trailing by 7 at Snitch on pitch.
you can hear their sideline comms have increased just with that pool. Their
and there's
energy
no quit
through
in
the
this
roof.
team, and now they've forced a turnover. A turnover in the Quaffle game. It's going to be out. Mercick Ellis with a pass, and it's
Austin
errant,
Vallejo.
and it's stolen. Tim Nguyen, Austin Vallejo is going to get that steal.
It doesn't mean anything. You're all good.
And so San Antonio perhaps going to slow this down and take their time.
And now it comes down to just scoring points, and you see Miguel sub in because that's what he does. He just scores points.
Ball back up top now, Miguel Esparza. Plays catch with Taylor Tracy in at chaser. Now to Nick Ed as they pass it back and forth. Beater interaction
I agree.
goes down, but Kansas City
Good
able to
pumps,
maintain
Alex.
possession for now, and they're going to call a beat on that jump. And so now maybe some pressure for Kansas City as Chris De La Fuente has to go chase it.
This beater duo of Brian McClanahan and Justin Dewick are just maintaining control. They're doing a very good job.
They've done a fantastic job. They got lots of time on Snitch.
With this being their last game of the series, I mean, hypothetically, they can play the rest of the game and kind of just expend all their resources here.
Right.
Put everything on the line for a
Miguel?
win.
With a half a shot there, and he's going to be beat out. Another turnover for San Antonio.
But Chris De La Fuente is able to
Yeah, he's able to get a bludger back and, unable to catch that one. And Kansas City's going to be able to get both bludgers here. Can they score, though, is the question. No, they can't. A quick throw there by, I believe it was Chris De La Fuente in the beater game. And now ball back in the hands of San Antonio. Miguel Esparza, as we're going to stop play for just a second.
And on that note, Brian and Justin both sub out. So we're going to have a duo, two-male pair of number 5, Ben Schluter. And I can't quite see the other beater's number 16, and he is Vincent Reyes. I'm hoping this game ends pretty soon because I've got to warm up for the next game.
Same, Lewis. My cleats are untied, and I could not be more relaxed, but we were going to have
Nah.
we got another game right after this one. Austin Outlaws, San Antonio Soldados.
And the next game actually turns out to be the South Division Championship in a way. Winner of the next game will win the series and be
That's
declared
right.
the champion.
As we covered early on in the broadcast, they split the series yesterday, one apiece, and we've got the rubber match today.
I've got some breaking news though. Jess Marco's in street clothes.
Oh, that is big for San Antonio. So we're going to see Ryan Araki and Daniel Williams check in the beater game for San Antonio.
What are we racing to? What's the set score here?
And our set score is 140.
140. 6 goals
And
for.
an errant throw, and Miguel unable to keep it in bounds. So another turnover for San Antonio. Kansas City with an opportunity.
A little of frustration from San Antonio Chaser Corps. No, yeah, he's good.
And
Yeah,
the
he's good.
inbounder, Billy Quach, will bring it in and get the play started once again.
San Antonio trying to be a little too cheeky.
And this is a dangerous pair here for San Antonio in the beater game. Daniel Williams, very active, always looking to cause problems for the other side. We'll see. You see him there trying to beat out players and not let them inbound the ball, but
It's interesting to me that both teams decided to be in a double male beater set.
right for the rest of the game. We're more in a traditional Quidditch set here now, as snitch on pitch is over for the time being. The catch went the way of Kansas City. And we haven't had a goal in quite a while. We've gone back and forth, and it's just been defensive stop after defensive stop for both of these teams.
There's something to be said about the intensity. It really rises when after the 20 minutes have gone.
Especially when the team that's trailing is able to get the snitch pull and bring it back.
Every possession means that much more, and everyone's willing to risk it all.
And San Antonio's going to have none for a while. As
Kansas
Ryan
City's gonna
Rocky's
look to
go
pressure
grab
here.
that one.
The beaters should be going, but they're
They're
Nah.
going to rein it in, yeah.
and Ryan Naraki's back in.
Ryan with a pump fake, Ryan with a throw. And now
missed.
ball's on the ground for Kansas City, a scoring opportunity.
And
And
Billy
it's
Clutch knocks
knocked
it out. And Darren gets to it first. He's got to scoop it up though.
He can't get to it. Austin Vallejo able to get it. And now Vallejo with a shot. It's no good.
But Miguel's there to scoop it up. And it did not go past the mid-pitch line, so there's no reset used there.
Here's Miguel again. Miguel, and he scores. And brings the score to 90-75 San Antonio.
Death, taxes, and Miguel Esparza goals. Three things you can rely on.
Count on.
That guy just is on a mission this year.
So Kansas City, they need a goal.
Like, is he legit part of their team?
On a drought for quite some
He
time.
said he had a contract with MLB, like to sign paperwork or whatever.
So a little bit of chaser pressure here. Mercick Ellis able to squirm around for just a bit, and he's eventually beat.
Darian's got to just drop that.
He's got to drop that ball, yeah. He's got a habit of kind of throwing it after being beat. And we're going to stop play here once again.
Still in a little bit of a scoring drought.
So ball back in the hands of San Antonio.
Set score still 140 on the top right of your screen,
That's
right
right,
underneath
Lewis,
the scoreboard.
The set score does not change. So it is still 140. You're right about that. Miguel Esparza pours in another one.
San Antonio 4 goals away. Kansas City 7 goals away.
And the question now for Kansas City is, do they have an answer for Miguel Esparza? He's been able to score at will almost all game, and now turning it up here post 20 minutes.
Another question that they need to answer is actually scoring against set defenses when the Bludgers are on defense and not focused on the snitch. They had no problem scoring snitch on pitch, but once those
Checking to see how far.
beaters came back in on defense, they've struggled to score again.
Missed throw by Ryan Naraki. Bludger's on the ground for a second. Stout probing, and he's
That's a
beaten the
great
back. That
pass.
might be a late throw.
Kylie McBride is once again in as
And
Stacy,
Kylie
showing her
McBride.
versatility.
And Miguel back the other way. Flash of lightning, and he's going to score again. Miguel Esparza down the field.
That's 3 goals in just as many tries.
And now San Antonio just 3 away from ending this one and sending Kansas City home on the losing end.
Kansas City coming back with that power duo of Justin Dewick and McClanahan. Yeah. Craig Garrison playing point. Kylie McBride the wing. Amber Bonham covering hoop, and Miguel as the keeper. Daniel Williams and Ryan Naraki beating with control.
Bludger exchange happens. Stout on a drive. Stout with a shot, and he's going to score. Aaron Stout off the screen from Darian Mercick Ellis.
And Kansas City is able to get control off of that as well, so that was great possession for
yeah,
Kansas City.
good possession there. They're patient. Aaron
The
Stout
Stampede with a
probing.
double positive there, a goal and possession of Bludgers.
So they bring it back to within 3 scores here. 110-85.
And if you're an Austin Outlaw fan, you love to see San Antonio play a 30-minute game with still more to come. Let that sun beat down on them. Yep, for sure.
Esparza on a drive. Esparza pumps for a second. Now
good
shot's
block by
blocked
Aaron.
by Stout. Kylie McBride thought about a shot for a second. We'd love to see her get her first goal.
She's
And
got
Jay Stewart on a drive now.
another block by Aaron,
And
and he's looking to
defense there
run.
by Kansas City, and
But
he's
there's
going to run right into some beater pressure.
Yep, good job of him to get his eyes up and find the beaters.
And now
Aaron.
it's swung down. Mercick Ellis with a shot, and he's going to score it. Slides it in a small window there from Darian Mercick Ellis
Defying physics.
with a bludger coming in as well as he defies physics and scores.
Oh yeah, I've got a feeling he's gonna have a lot of pictures after this weekend.
And Miguel's going to sub out. Connor McIntyre subs in. Chris De La Fuente also in at beater for San Antonio.
Let's see how this San Antonio offense scores without Miguel on pitch.
So out there with Amber Bonham and Kylie McBride in the chaser game. Jay Stewart and Amber Bonham play catch. Now over to Connor McIntyre, angle left.
Great job by Chris to just obliterate the beaters there. Jay Stewart
Stewart
striving
drive
and
and
scores.
Stewart scores. Slippery as always. He slides through the defense.
And if there's anything as a beater assist, that's got to go to Chris De La Fuente right there. He just tore them up.
I put little notches on each side.
And Lewis, there's nothing like playing for beaters that'll just clear the way for you, create easy chances for your quaffle players. It just makes the game so easy.
Yeah, definitely Very important to have good beaters. Look at Chris taking as much space as he can at mid-pitch.
Good swat there by Jay Stewart. And a little bit of pressure here by Daniel Williams. We'll see how Kansas City deals with it. It's a turnover for a second, wrapped up.
She has on paper 9. You guys they came over at halftime.
And we'll see what the call is here.
Hey, one of these goals, they talked about it, they took one away.
Correct.
They're saying that never happened.
Okay, well, I track the score and I write down the times when they score. So if they say goal is good, we write down a time. That's the official answer. That didn't match that, so we updated that to match this.
Take one away at halftime.
Yeah.
That just we like.
The
It
score up
must
there
have
was
been one
wrong.
that
The
got
score up there
tracked.
was just
Okay, so
incorrect.
nobody came over here and told you.
No.
Okay.
A little bit of discrepancy here between what San Antonio has on their sheets and what we've got here in the booth.
They might
Looks
find
like
themselves
it's
a little
all-
frustrated to be in such a long game against Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we play on here as San Antonio still needs 2 goals to end this one.
As some would say, just let the kids play.
And they will, Lewis. We'll get back underway. They're listening to you. And Kylie McBride will check out of the Chaser game.
Well, probably, the one I remember is there was one like from behind. I think that it looked like a goal from our angle, but they were playing.
And it looks like San Antonio is trying to transition back to standard.
Great catch by McClanahan. He's looking to press a little
Yep.
bit. Oh, he misses
And
an
a miss
easy
beat
beat on
there,
Connor.
but they are going to have to use a reset. So now none for a second. Connor McIntyre makes a drive. Connor McIntyre all the way in and scores.
You got to
for
get a
San
wrap on
Antonio.
him. He's coming out with too much force to not get a wrap on him. He's not going to miss those easy dunks.
Yep.
With that
So-
goal, does San Antonio find themselves a golden goal?
Yep. So San Antonio within 1 of ending the game. Connor McIntyre picks up a goal. And now if you're Kansas City, backs against the wall, what can you do here?
You can score 5 goals before San Antonio scores
It's
one.
your only hope. Oh, great play there. To knock that one out.
That was
Red
a
Rutledge.
deflection. Whoa, we got refs yelling at each other.
Oh
Jay
my,
Stewart with the
lots
miss,
of
but Red
commotion,
Rutledge.
and Red gets the strip on one end, gets the goal on the other. Red Rutledge ends the game.
A
We'll
huge
see.
wolf and a huge goal.
And that is going to be ball game. So San Antonio closes it out. A little bit of contention there towards the end as Kansas City
If
got
there's
the
one
pull
thing we
and got
have,
it back.
if there's one thing we have at the South Super Series, it's passionate refs. Oh my goodness.
So our final score here from Round Rock, San Antonio 140, Kansas City 95. And Lewis, we've got one more game here in the South Super Series. San Antonio Soldados, Austin Outlaws. It's the rubber match. What are you looking forward to in that one?
Shut up, Sammy. I don't want to give it away.
All right.
I'm leaving.
And we will close out the broadcast here. Thanks so much for tuning in on the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. We'll see you in a few minutes for
Stay
our
tuned
final
for the
game
championship.
of the South Super Series.